Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about Pokemon Unite, talking about some of the stuff that the game has to offer, and ultimately, the game's not out yet. I want to just make this very apparent that this video is just going to be me talking about the game. I might throw in some gameplay, probably not, but we're going to just be kind of talking about the game. We're going to be going through this resource I found. It's going to be called Pokemon Unite GG. So let's go ahead and check out this page here. This video is a little all over the place, but I knew I wanted to continue to talk about it more as we prepare for the release of the game, because I'm really excited about it. I definitely have an idea of what I want to do with it, and I might talk about that a little bit here, but I do want to go on ahead and start kind of introducing some of y'all to the game and what there is. So Pokemon Unite is a MOBA on the Switch and on mobile that's going to be releasing sometime this month. It's looking like it could be this coming week. I mean, there's only like a few weeks left in the month, less than, and so we're coming up to the release of the Switch release. The MOBA mobile release, I didn't mean to say that, is going to be sometime in September, I think, if I remember correctly. So we're going to be looking to play this, but so this is Pokemon Unite GG. It's a pretty good, or .gg. It's a pretty good website from what I can tell. It has a lot of the information in English, which haven't been able to get. But you have the full list of the current roster, which is, Venusaur, Charizard, Pikachu, Ninetales, Wigglytuff, Snorlax, Mr. Mime, Gengar, Slowbro, Machamp, Garchomp, Lucario, Absol, Crustle, Greninja, Cramorant, Eldegoss, Cinderace, and Talonflame. There are like rumors that I've been able to find of a couple other Pokemon that might hit the starting lineup on release or shortly thereafter. And we're not going to go through all the different characters, but they do have the one thing I wish this website had is their classification, like Charizard's an all-arounder, for example. You have Pikachu is like a ranged attacker. I guess it's just attacker. I thought it was a different name. Mr. Mime's a support. You have the speedster role. Yeah, I guess attacker is just like ranged attacker. Okay, so I actually forgot that was a classification. Attacker, yeah, ranged attacker. I think Ninetales is the same thing. Yeah, so you have like your range, like attackers or like 80 carry mages maybe. You have your all-arounders. You're gonna have your defenders, which are like your tanks. You see your all-arounders. You can kind of see like physically almost what you would expect. Actually, I kind of maybe expected Venusaur to be an all-arounder, and I forget, like I've only played like a handful of hours or whatever we played, 10 12 hours, something like that, that I played whenever the Japanese beta was out, and even then I wasn't sure how serious I was going to be about the game. But I think some of the most important stuff that you could look at some of these early build guides that people have made. I'm not really too interested in that. I think the biggest resource here that you can find, and one things that I want to talk about with the game, is the items. So they do have like an out of game item system. You're not having to build these items in game, but you'll be able to slot 3 of these like battle items, or like 3 of these, I don't know what to call them. They're just unite items, and then 1 battle item. So this is like your summoner spell, it's your utility that you get. You can fast, you can heal yourself, you have a flash or like a quick blink, increase your damage, small heal for yourself. I'm assuming this is shorter cooldown, this is probably longer cooldown, and then you have these out of game items. Now these items actually have to be ranked up. It's going to probably take some time for everybody to like gain the experience and the items or whatever you need to actually rank them up in game, but these are just like passives essentially. So this is leftovers or an eaten apple, and it will increase your maximum HP when you have this slotted. This is level 30, I'm assuming that's max, so 160 HP at max. Has HP recovery per second, and then HP recovery percentage per second out of combat. So you can kind of get an idea for like how you can start to slot these items, and there's going to be 3 slots for items. You can have pick like 3 tanky items. You can do mixtures. We don't have to theory craft all the builds right now, but this is some of the depth that is in the game that's really exciting to me, and partly the reason why I want to jump into this game to begin with. This is where I think when I saw this system, it really started to catch my eye. Like, I knew the game was going to be cool. I've already been looking forward to the game, but it's the fact that there is like actual MOBA elements. There's going to be builds. There's going to be a meta that will develop, and things of that nature. So, like I said, I did just want to talk about the game and kind of get some information out from my perspective. I definitely think not even definitely think. I'm going to be jungling. That a lot of the meta and things that need to be like realized about this game just haven't been seen yet. So it's hard to say what that's going to look like. I'm kind of assuming that you're going to have all-arounders and maybe attackers in the jungle. It's really hard to say. The jungle isn't so terribly hard that, you know, like people won't be able to do it, right? Like I definitely played Greninja in jungle. It was fine. Like it's not like he takes just so much damage that he can't, you know what I mean? It's going to be fine. You're not going to probably want to take a support into jungle. You know, there's definitely a case to be made potentially for double jungle, which is something that I'm looking into. I played Venusaur in the jungle pretty fine. All-arounders I think are going to be really good in jungle, or will do well. I'm not sure about defenders because I feel like defenders will probably have a slower clear and will most likely just do better in lane for a good while. Will also help kind of like hold off neutral camps and like I think that defenders will most likely not be jungle. Probably supports will most likely not be in jungle, but I'm gonna hold my tongue on that one. So I'm looking at like all-arounders, which is probably the role I'm gonna play, which is actually kind of cool because there's a lot of them. Maybe even like a little bit of flexing into it, attack, depending on how that meta develops. But like I said, I played a lot of Charizard. I don't think he's very great, but he was really fun. So I'm going to be picking up. I actually didn't know Slowpoke was a defender. I'm going to be looking to pick up like Machamp, Cario. Garchomp was insane at the game, really really strong. And then maybe even some of these like the speedsters. I don't know how they're going to feel. Gengar specifically is melee, so he might have, you know, he might have that really strong ganking potential. That might just end up being what the speedster role turns into. Cinderace and Pikachu might feel much more like 80 carry like. Greninja, Gengar are maybe a little bit more of the ganking kind of assassin kind of role. Again, I think these like kind of like archetypes of like Pokemon and roles are, they're very simplistic. I don't think it matters as much as just like the actual characters, like application. Like you can probably do a lot of any of this with any character, but there will be optimizations and things like that. So probably, like I said, won't be taking tanks and things in the jungle, but that's going to be something I'm looking at. Itemization wise, I think it's going to come down to character. Like I don't even think we need to talk about what items are going to be the best per se. I do think that there are some items in here that just look insanely meta to me, which I think like a buddy barrier is going to be really really nice. Like more HP. Look, we'll look at it. You have like 400 more HP at max level, of course, when this is fully ranked, and then you get a shield. You know, lowest HP ally gains a shield and percentage of their respective maximum HP. This is going to be really really nice for supports. Probably like you're going to be harder to kill as the support, which is like nice, and you're going to gain, you know, your lowest HP ally a shield. So for team fighting, it's going to be really really nice. Something else, XP share seems interesting. Something else that I was looking at. Oh yeah, the energy amplifier. Like Aos energy gather rate. This is the energy that you're going to be using to collect to turn in. This is literally how you win the game. Like you gather more of this, so that way you can score more points. And then it comes with like an almost 2% cooldown reduction, which is like not bad. Like that's just like, this is just makes this a little bit more of a well-rounded item. And then we'll give Unite move damage increase. This is literally a 21% damage increase on an ultimate. Like I think that this is going to go on attackers probably. Like this is a really good item. I think, oh, light's kind of dimmed. I think that this item is going to be really really interesting for 1 to 2 people per team. It could be really really interesting. A lot of these other items are just, you know, there's so much that you could potentially build, especially with there being 3. You can go very strong attack heavy, you know, like crit focused build with more attack power. You can go HP tankiness, you can do all kinds of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's kind of the video that I'm thinking of today. Just wanted to give you guys some information and share this unofficial fan site, as they even have listed themselves, as a resource. Like I said, I'm not really looking at a lot of these builds. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care what builds people have made because the game's not even out yet, and I just think that's it's a little premature for me. I'm going to wait as well as this tier list, because I don't agree with this tier list, but it's not the point. I didn't play everybody. I just didn't. I tried to focus a little bit. So I don't care about this tier list or anything like that, but really looking forward to playing the game. I think that we could hear an announcement as soon as today, tomorrow, Tuesday, something like that. Maybe the game just flash launches on us, because it is supposed to just come out this month, and I'm looking forward to it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I definitely do want to hear it. Is this a game that you're interested in at all? I mean, I know it's a different direction for me, for some of y'all that have watched me in the past, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. I plan to make at least like a couple videos a week about it, post some of my gameplay, stream the game whenever I have the time, and yeah, have a good time with it. So as always, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I definitely do appreciate you spending your time with me on the channel. Be sure to be kind to one another, tell someone that you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.